In assignment 6, we begin to look at the statement of stock changes in stockholders' equity. Now, the format of this may be a little bit different than what you've seen in most of your accounting classes, in that generally all that we look at in the accounting classes is changes in retained earnings. The statement that's presented in the financial statements provides a lot more detail of all of the accounts that make up stockholders' equity. Now, the chart in this assignment is to provide a graph of the changes in outstanding stock. Now, this is presented for you in the statement of stock changes in stockholders' equity. So just go to that column in the report, pick up the ending balances of stock outstanding at the end of each year and create the graph. Now, part of the assignment asks you to look at the changes that occurred in stockholders' equity, or the number of shares that are outstanding, and determine whether or not they increase, decrease, and determine the reasons for the changes in the outstanding stock. Now, you'll find in a lot of cases that companies will purchase stock for purposes of giving stock to employees as compensation. They will also purchase stock to hold as treasury stock, and in some instances they'll purchase stock and then retire it. Now, you need to determine what the company is doing in this case and figure out why changes have occurred in the amount of outstanding stock. The next question that you'll run into is the changes in retained earnings. Now, remember that typically retained earnings is a beginning balance plus net income plus dividends. Now, there might be some other changes that have occurred depending upon how the company accounts for things. So read the amounts that are included in the statement of stock retained earnings and determine how the accounting for items in retained earnings affected that account. The next question you ask is to determine what caused the changes in the amount of dividends that are recorded in the retained earnings account. And this is just a simple analysis. Look at the number of shares outstanding, and then also look at the dollar amount of the dividends that have been declared per share by the company. The last question is regarding this company specifically, in that they're repurchasing common stock. However, when you look at the financial statements, there's no treasury stock recorded. So answer the question as to why there's no treasury stock reflected on the financial statements. And just determine the cause of what they're doing with the stock that they're repurchasing.